All right, I'm going to show you how I want the maths done this week on DB. Now, it could be a bit challenging for some people if you haven't been doing your tasks, but for the people that have been doing it regularly, hopefully it should be a bit of a breeze. So we'll find maths there. I got week 5 maths. Now, obviously up here there's going to be some videos on that, but there's not at the moment. So what you need, there will be some number sentences up there. So here's my number sentence. So I'll copy and paste that. Now, obviously, if you watch the video on what we're doing this week, we're putting everything together with our rounding, estimating, addition and subtraction, and the inverse operations. Okay, so what we need to do is you need to choose whether you want to do that with addition or subtraction. Obviously, addition, so I might as well stay with addition. So this is how we need it set up. So I have 258 plus 473. Okay, and now remembering the key is to either underline this one or the other one. So I'll just underline this one. Oh, I know. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move over here, and this is where we're going to show our rounding. Okay. So remember, you can round that to either tens or hundreds. We'll round it to tens. Okay, so rounding 258 to tens is 260. Now, what we might do is, so we can see, we'll do that in different colours, so we know it's different. So I'll just do that in blue. 260, and then got to be careful that we don't have our underline. Going there, so 260 plus, and then we're going to round 473. So the nearest 100 to that is 470, obviously. So we'll do that in the blue as well. There we go. We'll underline that. Okay, now this will take a fair while to do, so I'm not going to give you too many this week, but I do want it set up how I'm showing you. Okay, otherwise it's not going to work. So we've got to make sure that underline. Now down here, so we have a look at our estimation. What's our estimation going to be? Okay, so 260 plus 470. We go, ooh, I'll work that out. So that's 730. Okay, so that's going to be my estimation. So that's part 1 done. I've done my rounding and I've estimated what it should be. So my answer should roughly be 730. So now I'm going to go back here to my algorithm using our skills that we used in week 3. Okay, so 8 plus 3 is the same as 11. Now obviously we can only put down 1 digit, so we'll put down the 1, and then over here we got a carry. Okay, so we'll carry our 1. We'll put that in the green. Okay, now we have 1 plus 5 equals 6 plus 7 equals 13. So we need to put down a 3 here. Always making sure you're clicking delete because it will keep moving it on, so it's a bit of a pain. So we put down the 3, and then over here we carry the 1 again. Make sure we put that in a different color so we can know that we've carried it. And then we work out 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7. So we put down the answer down here of 7. And once again, hitting that delete button so they're all in their correct place values. Okay, so that's step 2. I go, oh, okay, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that because my estimation was 730 and my real answer was 731. But now I'm just going to have a look at the inverse operation of it. I'm going to make sure we're colour's black. So go in a few. Now, obviously, when we're doing subtraction, what needs to go first? The biggest number. That is correct. So we put down 7, 3, 1. And this time we're going to take away. Take away. Now, you can take away either of those two numbers, 473 or 258. It doesn't matter, because if you take away one, you should be left with the other. So what we'll do is we'll just take away the 473. So 473. Okay, we'll underline that so that we know that's where our answer is going to be underneath it, so we do not get confused. Oops. Wait. Did the wrong one there, so I'll better do that again. Take away. What have we got? 473. Okay, so now we're ready to do our addition, subtraction, just to see whether it works. So we have a look. We go 1, take away 3. I've got one finger. Definitely can't take 3 away from that, so I've got to go next door. So here, I'll make sure we're doing this one in red, because that's it. It's done. It's dusted. And we're putting the new number up here. So I've taken 1 away from that, so that's a 2. And that's in the green, so we know green is go. It's ready to be used. And then we put our one that we carried over here. Remember, we make that nice and small, so then we can actually see it's been carried. So now we're ready to go. Okay, so we've got 11, take away 3. We move across. So that is, we can do that now. So that is 8. We have a look at 2. So remember, green, ready to go. 2, take away 7. Can't do. Got to go next door. So create that red, because we're moving that. Put one up here. We put a 6, because that's the new one we're using. Put that in green, because that's ready to go. And making sure we have that 2 up there. And then, because we carried 1 from over here, we put it in front of this one. And put our 1 there. Making sure that's small, because we know that's the carried number. So extra small. And there we go. We're ready to go. Okay, so we have 12. Take away 7 is 5. And then we're left with 6, take away 4, which is 2. Okay, Kristen, then delete. Now that is the expectation. So I've worked out in my addition. I've got 731. There's my rounding estimating. And here I'm looking at the inverse operations to see whether I was correct. Okay, and yes, I must be, because I had 731, 473, and 258 for all of my equations. So that means I must be correct. That is how I want you to do your maths this week. As I said, there won't be a lot of them. There'll only be a few, just for you to show me that you're understanding all the skills that we were taught in the last few weeks. And then probably from maybe Wednesday, Thursday, we'll do some tasks on essential assessment. But remember, making sure that we've got our greens and our reds and our different colours for the estimating. So that is our maths for week 5.